from Kathy's Cookies and Crafts. I love baking, I love doing crafts, and I love hanging out with my grandkids and nieces and nephews. One of the things I'd like to do with this video channel is to really show some of the cool things that you can do with kids that's simple and not too expensive. I've had a blast playing with my grandkids over the years, and I hope to share some tips and tricks with you. But one of the things that kids love is cookie cakes. Cookie cakes can be expensive, and really, to be honest, the ones that you buy often at grocery store bakeries or, different places you can get them, they don't always taste that great, even though they usually look really amazing. What I'd like to do is show you how to make a really simple cookie cake and how to decorate it with maybe a special guest in your kitchen, and I'll have a special guest with me later to do the decorating. I've been making cookie cakes, maybe not in a circle, but like in a rectangle since my kids were small, and I'll show you the recipe that I've used for the past 40 years. Super simple. You take a yellow cake mix, 1 stick of butter melted, 2 eggs, and at least a cup of chocolate chips. Now you can change this up, be very creative. You could use a different flavor of cake mix. You could add some pecans. You could add M&Ms. Whatever you want to do, but this is the basic recipe that I'm going to show you. Okay, first I'm going to melt the butter. So I'm going to be really careful here to not add any paper to my butter here. I'm going to melt that and be right back. I'm back with my melted butter, and I've also cracked my eggs. I'm going to dump those in here. And I have a 12-inch pizza pan that I bought at the Dollar Tree, and I've given it a spray with some Pam. Done that. And I've also preheated my oven at 375. So I've got the eggs and the butter here. All I'm going to do is, I can get this cake mix open. Yay, without grabbing some scissors, I did it. I'm going to dump that in there and make sure to completely ignore the directions on the box. We're not going to be doing that. It's just always going to be a cake mix, stick of butter, 2 eggs, and chocolate chips. That's all you need here. And I'll link to a recipe that I found online in the comments to give somebody credit, but this is really the same recipe I've been doing for 40 years. So I'm just going to stir this up so it gets all incorporated. And I've got a lovely cookie dough. And I'm going to dump in my chocolate chips. I could add even more if I wanted. I have sometimes, but I think a cup is fine. Chocolate chips, you can never have too many of those. Yep, there's my oven preheated just in time. And the next step is just to spread the cookie dough out in the pan. So I spared you watching me spread this out, which took about 5 minutes to spread it out and make it all pretty. But this is how it looks before it goes in the oven. And I'm going to bake it at 375 for about 20 minutes. I'm going to check in on it at 18, and it's possible, depending on your oven, it might go a little over 20. But what I look for when I do it, there's a couple of different things you can do. I look for it to look kind of like a pretty brown in the middle of the cookie, but I don't want the edges to burn. So I'm cognizant of that. Or you can also take a toothpick and have it come out clean out of the middle to check it as well. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll be back later to show you the first step of decorating before I have my special guest join me. While my cookie cake is baking, I wanted to show you the little kit I got to decorate the cookie cake. Now, normally I make my own either royal icing or buttercream icing, but in this case, to make it really easy for you, I bought this kit, which you can find on Amazon. I'll link to it in the comments. And this will save you a lot of time on making icing if you're just not really familiar with doing that. So let's see what's in this kit. I have 3 tubes of icing. I've got pink, I've got red, and I have white. So perfect for a Valentine's cake. I also have 4 icing tips. These are disposable, so you probably just throw them away once you're done. But I have lots and lots of icing tips, but if you don't have any, this will be perfect. And also Valentine's sprinkles. Kids love sprinkles, so I'm sure Wyatt, my special guest, will want to add sprinkles to the cookie cake. So I'll be right back with the finished cake. Hey everybody, I'm back and I have a beautiful cookie cake. It ended up taking about 18 minutes to bake, and I did the test, poked the middle, and it came out clean. Poked it with a toothpick. So the next step of decorating is I want to trace my shapes. You know, I've been decorating cookies for about 5 years, so I have, way too many cookie cutters to mention, including a ton of heart cookie cutters. And here's a big one, and my thought was I could make one big heart in the middle and some little hearts around the edge. And the cookie cake is still hot. Now, I'm not going to put any buttercream icing on it while it's hot. We want that to be totally at room temperature, and so I'll do that in a few hours. But what I'm going to do while it's still hot is I'm going to take this heart cookie cutter and kind of smoosh it down so that I have that outline. So hopefully you can see that outline. And then I'm going to take this little one and go around the edges. Let's see, try to make it even here. Do a couple on this side here, some over here. Let's see, so I've got 5 hearts. I might just go with that. And, a lot of people don't have giant heart cookie cutters sitting around. So one thing you could do is just take a piece of paper and cut out a heart, put it on your cake, and then just use a knife to kind of trace around it. So you don't have to have any special equipment really to do this. Hey everybody, this is Kathy from Kathy's Cookies and Crafts, and I'm back here with my special guest today, Wyatt. So I'm going to ask Wyatt a couple of questions so we can learn a little bit more about him. Like, what's your favorite animal, Wyatt? What do you love?
A doggy.
You love dogs. I never known anybody who loves dogs as much as Wyatt. And I bet you have a favorite band because I know you love music. What's your favorite band?
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons, yeah. Have you ever seen them in concert?
You brought me to one.
Oh yeah, I know that, but our audience doesn't know that. Yes, we went to an Imagine Dragons concert. And right before, while we were waiting for the cookie cake to cool off, you were doing one of your favorite activities. What were you doing?
Spinning.
Spinning on what? On
Skates.
dirt?
On skates.
On skates, on ice. So you were spinning on ice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Wyatt do the decorating on this beautiful cookie cake. We've got red, pink, and white icing. We got some tips, and we're going to let him just go to town here. And all right, just get started. We've got the outlines. Do you see the hearts? Outlines? Or you're outlining the whole cookie. Okay, that's cool. I've done cookie decorating for about 5 years, and Wyatt is very good with royal icing, the kind of icing that spreads out after you put it on the cookie. This is not royal icing, this is buttercream, so it's a little bit different to work with.
And denser.
it's harder to work with. I did microwave it a little bit since this is February in Illinois and it's pretty cold here. I microwaved it a little bit to try to get this icing to come out, but it's still kind of hard to get out.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
I just have to squeeze it like a ton.
Yeah, good thing you got strong hands. You're doing amazing. This cookie cake is going to be so pretty. Okay, so you've done the outline. All
That's
right.
good.
So what would you like to
And
do
now I have
next?
to do the center one.
You want to do
I'm
red?
going to outline
You're going
the
to outline
center.
it first. Okay. I just can't wait to eat some of this cake. So yummy. Beautiful. Beautiful heart. Okay, now what would you like? Would you like a different color, a different
Pink.
pink, and what tube would you like?
I would like this one for pink.
This one?
That
Okay.
pointy one. Why are they connected?
They're connected. I hope I don't have to grab scissors to get them
Okay.
apart. There we go. And you can squirt a little bit. Let's see if we can get this to come out.
Yes,
Ooh,
that comes out
that
much
one comes
easier.
out better. So
Because it's not such a refined tip.
okay,
That made a pop noise.
okay. Oh, it's beautiful. It's coming out so pretty. Yeah, so the difference is real icing spreads out, buttercream does not. There's some different methods that people use to get spreading buttercream and crusting buttercream. But this, but we're not getting that fancy today. We're just doing some pretty buttercream. Beautiful hearts. Oh, I love it. You want me to
It's
do
hard.
one? So
Yes.
you can, okay, I'm going to do
It's
one.
hard to squeeze it.
I'm just going to use
So,
Wyatt's method here to do the heart.
rose form.
There we go.
And then you go the opposite direction.
Oh, we're almost out of pink.
Yeah, it's really
Ooh,
easy.
well, I got enough for, let me do the
Fast.
last one? Okay, I'll do the last one.
Because it just runs out so fast, which made it hard. And so there's bubbles everywhere.
Oh, I hope I have enough.
You could just edit that part where you said that. We could just spread it out.
We could just spread it a little bit, but I think I got it.
Yes.
Oh, wow,
have
that's the end of the pink. Whew. Okay, so
You
now
landed perfectly inside another one when you sprinkled out. Okay.
you can
now-
use this one, and what
I want to do that one for
what
the
tip would
middle.
you like?
I would like this.
This tip.
It's the
Okay.
fanciest tip.
It is the fanciest, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let's see if
test.
this can come out.
Do it gently. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, go a little faster so that we have enough to finish it. Oh, I love it. You are an artist, Wyatt. That is so pretty. So I think whenever you have a cookie cake, if the birthday, well, it's not Wyatt's birthday yet, it's not for a couple months, but whenever you have
A month and 24 days.
okay, say a month and 24 days, and then he'll be how old? How old will you be? 11. Yes, you'll be 11 that day. Oh,
It
that's-
says air in the it.
okay,
There's a lot of it left. There's just a lot of air,
okay.
which makes it hard.
Yeah, so I think whenever you have, you can have the birthday kid or just a kid coming over to spend some time, actually do the decorating and participate in whatever way that they would like to participate. I think it makes it even more special. They learn a lot, and in fact, usually if Wyatt had been here, I would have had him bake the cookie cake for me instead. What's your favorite part of baking, Wyatt?
Breaking eggs.
Breaking the eggs. You are an expert at breaking eggs, aren't you? Is your hand getting too tired?
My fingers hurt, but
You want me to take over?
nope, I got
You got it? Okay.
it. There's
But I think it's just super fun, just making so many memories. And especially with cooking, the child can learn so much, not only about ingredients and just how to follow a recipe, but learn about fractions, learn about measuring. There's just so much wonderful.
It's like trying to get the rest of the toothpaste out of the tooth.
It's just like toothpaste. It's kind of coming out like toothpaste. We're trying to get that last little bit out. That heart, I almost called it a rose. That heart is...
It is a rose heart.
It's kind of a rose heart, yeah.
A rose.
And it is just turning out beautifully. Almost done. If we can get that last little bit.
There's some stuff that you can
Let's see, I'm going to push it down just like toothpaste, and I'm going to do the very last little bit. Okay, that rose is finished. Would you like to do anything? You want to add a few sprinkles?
I'm gonna get more white.
More white. Would you like to change tips?
Yes, to the biggest one.
To this one?
Yeah, to that red tip. Because it's the
Okay,
biggest.
but you might have to
Clean it off.
clean it over here. What if we just squeezed it until we're done with...
Oh, come on. How is there so much red in it still? It's like toothpaste. Actual red toothpaste. It's red toothpaste.
Let's go with it.
Everyone, it's just red toothpaste.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And when I do the editing on the video, I'm going to add a photo of Wyatt's birthday cake he did a couple of years ago that he designed himself. That turned out so good and so yummy. Are we running out of white already?
Yes.
We're already running out?
Do you have more icing?
No, I don't.
We could just spread it.
Let me see what I can get to come out. I'll just see what I can get.
Air pockets.
Yeah.
Hot pocket air. Hot pocket air.
We got a little bit extra right there. We didn't really need all that. But that's
Well, we
okay.
can spread it after.
This buttercream is not too spreadable. Does it taste okay?
Mm-hmm. Just like sprinkles.
Okay, I think that's it. So if you want to add a few sprinkles,
I'm gonna do something.
why don't you use a spoon? And don't do that. Just be gentle with the sprinkles. Oh, that looks pretty. Perfume over here.
It covers up the holes. Covers up the holes so you don't see them.
Here's that last one. I was running out.
This is why we had sprinkles.
That's why we have sprinkles. Okay, let's a few more sprinkles on that one. Okay, spread some icing. Oh, this is good enough. All right, there is our beautiful cookie cake decorated by my buddy Wyatt my grandson Wyatt. And that's all for today. And I'll see you next time with another great idea for spending time with your grandkids. Bye-bye.